So everyone's got to hit the got it.
So we're recording this so that other people can watch it later if they didn't have the time to make it right now. But I just wanted to welcome you all and say thank you to everybody who helped put all these awesome videos together that we're going to share. And then there are going to be some really fun drawings. So everybody who registered for the event is going to be entered in to win a prize. And Sue will be announcing those throughout the time here. So keep paying attention. And we're going to have a little hello from the board real quick. So bear with me for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and you guys, if you want to mute, you're welcome to. There's a little mute button in the bottom left corner. So that way, if you're having conversations, then we don't hear you. And if you want to talk, then just unmute yourself. So I'm going to share my video. Oh boy, this is why I should practice. Okay, can you see the video?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hi there, I'm going to miss all you guys this year and hope that next year we can all get together again. I do the registration, so you send it all in to me. And then when you come, we register to get your cap and your name tag and all that other good stuff. And hope you have a really enjoyable time when you come again next year when we can all get back together again. My husband Bernie worked on this many years, getting it started many years ago, and we really miss him. But times change and we have to keep moving on. He passed away 4 years ago. So I'm looking forward to you people coming again, looking forward to getting your emails and getting you all set for next year. Take care and enjoy fishing.
Hi, I'm Jim, one of the many equipment people down at the park. We give you life jackets, fishing poles, and any of the other equipment you may need for your wheelchairs. We can't wait to see you again in 2022. The other thing I've been doing is filming a lot of the people who are on this video, so it's been a pleasure. Again, can't wait till 2022. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Heather. I'm on the board of directors of Fishing Has No Boundaries. I also work here at the park. So I'm a liaison between the board of directors and the park. I make sure everything's functioning for everybody here at the park. I also help out with the boat owners. I make sure that the boat owners have everything that they need and that we have enough pontoon boats or V-hulls for all the anglers to go out on the lake that day. I also take care of the fish measuring station, making sure that all the fish are going in the records correctly so we can see who's got the longest, and making sure that those certificates are printed out for everybody, and help out wherever it's needed. So I love seeing you and I miss seeing you guys.
We're looking forward to seeing you back with us in 2022, and we hope you all stay safe in the meantime. Bye.
Sue here. I got involved with Fishing Has No Boundaries first as a volunteer, coming down and helping out wherever needed, if that was in the kitchen or whatever. And then my husband came with me one time, and we kind of discovered that we needed somebody to measure the fish, keep track of that. So it's important to me to be part of a group of people who are providing an opportunity for a sport that I love. And being out on the water is one of my favorite things, and I'm glad to be able to work together to bring a wonderful fishing opportunity to a great group of people.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm part of the Barber family, and we have been involved with Fishing Has No Boundaries since its beginning. You'll usually see me driving around on a golf cart, taking you where you need to be. The rest of the family is usually helping you make sure you have your fishing poles and any equipment that you need. We're really sorry that we can't see you in person this year because we miss you, and we're looking forward to seeing you again next year.
Yeah, honey.
Hi everybody, Katie Meyer here. Some of you may know me as Katie Sweeney. I'm on the board doing a variety of different things, but you typically can find me in the kitchen during the event. I love Fishing Has No Boundaries. For me, this is one of the most important things I get to do every single summer. I've been volunteering since the age of 6, so that's many, many years of volunteering under my belt with this organization. One thing that I love about it is it really brings together the people, whether it's your friends, your family, your neighbors, you meet new people. Volunteering together for a common cause really brings everybody together. In addition, for me, I love the participants. You guys are people I've gotten to know throughout the years, and I get to see you every single summer. And for me, that again is a highlight, is watching you to get to go out and fish and be with your friends. I also love the fact that we get to bring different generations together. I've been volunteering with my parents, and what I'm really excited about is that my kids now get to volunteer with me. Now, granted, one is 3, and one was born actually during what would have been the 2020 event on July 11th. Last year, I welcomed a baby girl. So either way, I would have missed 2020, but what I'm really excited about is I get to be part of welcoming the new generation of volunteers, and I look forward to volunteering in 2022 with my kiddos and my parents and my husband and my friends and my neighbors and my new friends, and getting to see all the participants. So I can't wait for 2022 and seeing you all in person.
Well, I'm Marvin Kirkle, my wife Mary. We're volunteers for Fishing Has No Boundaries. The wife likes to work in the kitchen, and I'm in charge of the bait, make sure that every boat going out has its own bait, food, water, lunches, and we do take very good care of our customers.
Doug here. I'm the guy that when the participants come into shore, I register their fish, make sure that what kind of species they are. Then we measure the lengths, and then we also identify if they want to save the fish to have in the fish fry or to take the fish home with them. It's always a fun thing to see the people and their faces and their reaction to what they catch and how much fun it is, you know, for all the participants.
Hi, I'm Mary Sweeney. I've been involved with Fishing Has No Boundaries for almost since the beginning. My husband got myself and my children involved. Currently, I've been running the kitchen for the past 5-6 years, and it's real enjoyable. It's a nice get-together, get to see friends and family because everybody comes out to help us, and then all the people love seeing their faces and how much they enjoy being out on the lake all the time. It's an event that I'm looking forward to coming back in full swing. Hopefully, we'll see you next year in 2022.
I'm Jimmy Stewart. I am the donations coordinator for Fishing Has No Boundaries here in Madison. And the reason I came to be with the organization was I wanted to do something for people who, like myself, had disabilities, and this was that something. It's not just about fishing, it's not just about boating, it's not even just about partying, although we do all of that. It's about the joy of seeing neighbors, community members, helping other community members. And I can't imagine anybody could go to these events and not be impressed by the amount of laughter, smiles, etc. For that reason, I hope to see you in the upcoming years because we will be back.
So that was just a little hello from our board. And we want to hear from our actual chairperson. And Todd Sweeney is our chair, and he is going to talk a little bit about why we didn't have this event the last couple of years and what we're hoping to see in the future, because we really do want to come back in person. And we really do miss this in-person event. So these pictures have brought back a lot of memories for us all. One moment while I pull up his video. Looks like we had a few more people join us.
Hi, I'm Todd Sweeney of Fishing Has No Boundaries. I'm currently the chair of the Madison chapter, and I'd like to just welcome you all to our 2021 virtual event today. And I hope you get a chance to see some familiar faces and friends, and we look forward to seeing you in 2022 at the event. The reason we went to a virtual event this year was due to the pandemic and the lack of knowledge of what was coming in the summer this year. It takes approximately a year to coordination to pull the event off with all the different parts and pieces that we need to bring together in order to have the event as successful and safe for everyone. So with that said, we look forward to having everyone back in 2022 now that we have a better understanding of the environment around us and the changes that we are used to having. I guess I'd just like to let you know that this event is the highlight for all the fishermen, for all the volunteers, and for all the anglers that come out for the event. It's a lot more than fishing. It's a big social event that everyone gets to enjoy.
So hopefully that gives you guys a little explanation as to what we're doing today and why it's just our placeholder. We're going to be back in person as soon as possible. And now for some fun stuff. We have Peter Leidy. Does anybody know who Peter Leidy is? So Peter is a consultant. He's a speaker and a singer with a background in disability supports and community inclusion for people who are marginalized. And he also teaches and conducts workshops on mindfulness and innovation through improvisation. So he's been speaking, he's had speaking engagements in the United States, in Canada. He's also worked in the UK and even Australia. So he lives in Madison with his wife of 37 years, Betsy. He likes to run, fish, and play frisbee, but he says not all at the same time. So Peter Leidy made a song for us to kind of have like a theme song for our event. And this is what he put together. We can all sing it along later too.
Hey everybody, Peter Leidy here on beautiful Lake Monona. I got a little Fishing Has No Boundaries song I'd like to share with you. I borrowed the tune from a very familiar sitcom from the 60s, you all know it, The Andy Griffith Show. Remember this? You know the song. That's actually a song that's got a title, The Fishing Hole, and it's got words to it. I'm gonna sing other words that have to do with this event. But it's when Andy and Opie are walking down to go fishing, and like, how great is that? So this song goes like this. We're here in the land of cheese where fishing has no boundaries. Winter, spring, summer, fall, fishing is for all. When you head out, make your first cast. Is that a rainbow trout or perhaps a smallmouth bass? Just get some bait and grab your pole and meet me at the fishing hole. Above us, see the sky and trees. There are no boundaries. We're here in the land of cheese where fishing has no boundaries. Winter, spring, summer, fall, yeah, fishing is for all.
I love that song. You did such a good job. And we're also going to hear from Aldo Leopold Nature Center in a little bit. But first, we're going to hear from Sue. She's going to draw the first person who won a prize today. That's one of 4 people. So Sue, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. We're going to be drawing 4 prizes today, different times throughout this program. So pay attention, although we will contact you by email, even if you're not joining us today, if you're a registrant. So we'll contact you by email for your mailing address. We're going to mail these gifts out. The 4 drawings include 2 for state park stickers and it's some etc. fun stuff, and 2 for Mallard jerseys, as you see on the screen right now. Mallard jerseys and a hat. So that is our first drawing today. We have all the entrants. Here we go. Ta-da! Our first winner of the Mallard jersey and hat is William Ramondo. I don't think he's joined us, has he, visually?
I don't think I see him, but
No. So William, we'll get a hold of you and stay in there, the rest of you, because we got 3 more drawings. And now we're going to take a look behind the scenes for the annual Madison chapter of the Fishing Has No Boundaries event.
Hi, I'm Jenny Brendler. I'm the co-chair of the Madison chapter of Fishing Has No Boundaries. Welcome to our virtual event. We are so excited to have you to be getting a sneak peek tour of the behind the scenes of what goes on behind our event. Today's tour covers a small snippet of all that goes on behind the scenes in order to ensure a successful event, but it does not include a lot of the big things happening behind the scenes all the way from January up until the event. It takes 300 volunteers for us to put this event together in order to take 100 participants to go fishing for 2 days. Volunteers are necessary and they are the most important part of our coordination. We need to ensure that we have enough boats for participants to go fishing. We need to make sure that we have volunteers to assist us with putting up the tent, to getting food served for 5 different meals, for getting participants loaded onto boats safely, working on the docks, volunteers working in the kitchen, bait, everything. There is so much going on with this event, and this tour just gives you a small snippet. In addition to this event being fully volunteer run, this event is also fully supported by the generosity of our community, which means that obtaining donations is a year-long task. Our goal is to help connect people who experience disabilities with the wonderful world of fishing and boating on our beautiful Madison lakes. Many people don't realize the many barriers that people with disabilities experience, preventing them from being able to enjoy these lakes and these activities as easily as you and I. This event also fosters a place where volunteers and participants can come together and build bonds over the enjoyment of fishing and boating on our beautiful Madison lakes, and build relationships that last year over year. We hope that after today's virtual event, you have a better understanding of all that goes on to make sure this is a fun and carefree weekend of fishing for you. Remember to thank a volunteer next time you see them, because we couldn't do it without them and we couldn't do it without you. We hope that you'll join us next time at our in-person Fishing Has No Boundaries Madison chapter event. Check us out online, www.fhnbmadison.com. Thanks, everybody.
Good morning. This is Jim Valley out here at the storage facility for Fishing Has No Boundaries. And you know, we got all the life jackets are up here being kept nice and clean and dry, and all our fishing poles are kept in here. And this is kind of where we bring it all together to bring it out to the park so everybody can have a wonderful, enjoyable weekend. So can't wait to see you again next year, and meanwhile we're taking care of the equipment. Thank you. I'm standing out here at the entrance to Governor Nelson State Park on Highway M just north of Madison. This is where the event is every year, and we have free admission for all the volunteers to come to the park. Also, participants have a free waiver on the fishing license for the weekend. I'm down at the main docks for the Governor Nelson State Park. We have 3 separate docks here that we load the pontoons on with the wheelchairs and some ambulatory people. We also have another dock that we put up just for the event, just north of here by the tent and the main food and the main area. So.
Hi, I'm Debbie with Fishing Has No Boundaries, Madison chapter. I have been with the chapter since the beginning. I am in charge of all the medical staff and crew. So what I do is I secure the medical boats that go out on the water. I secure the EMTs that go out on the boats. I am working on staffing the first aid tent on shore to make sure we have people there in case they are needed. Right away in the morning, we send some of our boats out, so as soon as you're loaded, you can go, that we don't hold you up. Those of us that stay back on shore, we go to the docks and we make sure you have your life jackets on properly, that you have sunscreen applied. We make sure you have water and bait and everything on the boats. We walk you out to the boats to make sure you're safely seated and everything is safe. And then we come back on the dock. Once everybody is back safely on the boats and out, then we go out with the boats. We generally have 4 to 5 boats out on the water at all times, and we do have 12 to 14 EMTs working the shore and the water medic boats.
That's just a little look behind the scenes. Like we said, there's so much that goes on to make this event a huge success, and we're so grateful for all the volunteers. The board is all volunteer run, and all the donors and everybody who makes this event successful, especially the people who come fishing with us. So next up, we have a organization joining us who is true and dear to my heart because I used to go there as a child. And then I even became an intern in college, and then they hired me after college. So I've just loved Aldo Leopold Nature Center my whole life. And they're here to share a little bit of some fun educational stuff with us. Kara is here with us. Can you turn on your mic?
Hello, everyone. Hi. It's good to see you. It's great to be here. And thank you for joining us today. This is a really great introduction into your organization. This is beautiful. Thank you for having us here today and inviting us to be a part. As Jenny said, my name is Kara and I'm from the Aldo Leopold Nature Center. And we are an environmental nonprofit education center located in Monona with a mission to engage and educate current and future generations, empowering them to protect, respect, and enjoy the natural world. And we do this in the spirit of our namesake, Aldo Leopold. Has anyone here with us today ever heard of Aldo Leopold? Yeah, awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. He is considered by many to be the father of wildlife ecology, as many of you, it sounds like you know. He was a renowned scientist and scholar, an exceptional teacher, philosopher, and he was also a gifted writer. And he's perhaps best known for his book, A Sand County Almanac, which if any of you have read is a wonderful book. And in it, he artistically describes events unfolding in the natural world in such a poetic fashion that it's difficult to not feel a connection to nature while reading it. He was also an observer and a conservationist in a time when many people throughout the world thought of themselves as above nature, that nature was something that needed to be tamed or controlled. Aldo Leopold penned The Land Ethic, in which he describes the interconnectedness of all living and non-living things. He argued that people are not only connected to one another, but also to plants and animals, water, air, and land. And he goes on to state that care for one cannot be separated from care for the other, that we are all connected and that we all do better when we all do better. When we take care of one another, we are inevitably taking care of ourselves. When we take care of the land around us, we are taking care of not only our neighbor, but ourselves as well. He said that we must see this land as and all of its inhabitants as part of a community, our one shared community, if we're ever going to learn to use them with love and respect. And just like fishing has no boundaries, nature also has no boundaries. The wonders of the natural world are for everyone to discover, as Leopold wrote, and enjoy, no matter one's abilities may lie. So nature can be found everywhere we look. It's in the cities, it's in the country, it's in the suburbs, it's on the street corner, it's in the prairies and the forests, and it's here for everyone to enjoy, every single person. So please enjoy the following virtual field trip entitled Spring Pond Dip. My colleagues and I made it, my colleague Nikki and I and her children made it last summer as a way to bring nature to folks who might be staying home to stay safe. So I hope you enjoy it and I hope you learn something new. Explore the life we found in the pond. Cheers.
Awesome, thank you. That's so exciting. Here's your video.
So my name is Nikki, and I'm one of the naturalists here at the Aldo Leopold Nature Center. And today is April 24th.
Yep, it's April 24th.
It's April 24th. It's in the afternoon, and it's about 46 degrees today, so it's kind of chilly. We wish it was a little bit warmer. I'm here with my kids, and we're doing a pond dip. And this is something that can be done in a lot of places in Madison, like Cherokee Marsh, or even on Mendota or Monona. But we're here today, and so we're just going to be using nets and some plastic containers to see what we can find. I like to go right next to the edge here and then kind of scrape up alongside the plants. And often, oh, there's another back swimmer.
Oh, and also
A damselfly.
Ooh, and also a leech.
Is there a leech? Let's look at it.
Okay, so we got a
back swimmer here. He's cute. And here is a little snail.
Oh, it's adorable. Ooh, I got a snail. It's so cute.
Yeah. Let's see. And you had another damselfly? So, oh, there's another damselfly right here.
Yeah. Wait.
Here, you've got another one who's like almost escaping.
Wait. Go and put in the family of damselfly names right there.
Do you think they're a family? Yeah, so the damselflies and the dragonflies, they can't survive in water that has pollution in it. So we know that that's a sign that our pond is pretty healthy when we find those. Right? I think it's cool because the damselflies, they breathe out of their tails.
Wow.
There are 3 tails. I know.
Which one's the dragonfly one and which one's the damselfly?
The dragonfly ones look bulkier.
Oh, I thought those were the damselfly
Yeah,
ones.
I always think that like damsel, I think of something that looks more dainty, like a dainty damselfly. Something little. And the dragonflies are kind of big. They're really dark.
Yeah. I got a lot of back swimmers.
Nice.
Oh.
Whoa, you sure did. I think you got 4. Do you see how they're white on one side and brown on the other? So if an animal saw them from underneath, and what color does the sky look right now?
It's gray.
It's kind of grayish white. So if they saw them from underneath, would they be able to see the...
No.
No, but look, what color are they on the top of their bodies?
Brown.
They're brown. So if a predator saw them from above, look, what color is the pond right now?
Brown.
It's kind of brown. So isn't that cool how they're like camouflaged on both sides of their bodies? And we just found a bullfrog tadpole, so that's super exciting. It takes them actually 2 years from egg to an adult. So they overwinter 1 year as a tadpole.
Oh, they're adorable. Oh my gosh.
They'll typically come out of their shell. They like that vibration of the voice or the sound. You can see his little antenna.
A lot of the animals we found today were insects, except for the snails. And one way to remember what an insect is, or what makes an insect, is by singing this song that I'm going to share with you now. And it starts off like this, and I'll start it, and then Evie is going to repeat it after me. So it starts like this: head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen.
Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen.
And I'll do it again: head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen.
Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen.
6 legs.
6 legs.
2 antennae.
2 antennae.
And usually some wings.
And usually some wings.
What about those compound eyes? Compound eyes.
What about those compound eyes? Compound eyes.
Now can you do it with me a little faster?
Mama.
Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. 6 legs, 2 antennae, and usually some wings. What about those compound eyes? Compound eyes.
Thank you. I love you. They're so cute.
That was so awesome. Was anybody else dancing, or was I the only one?
Yeah.
I think you're the only one.
You did a nice job, though.
Thank you. It was a good song, easy to dance to. Well, thank you, Kara. That was really fun. And I think I learned a lot of information on how to identify different insects and, go dipping in the pond.
Never knew a tadpole took 2 years, so.
Oh my goodness.
So next up we have Sue ready to draw another winner, right?
All right, you registrants, here we go. Drawing number 2. This one is for the state park sticker, some fish cards, and a guide to some of those state parks. And the winner is Amanda Gallagher. Amanda, we will contact you by email to get your mailing address. Thanks for joining us today.
Congratulations, Amanda. That's exciting. So then next up, Amanda can actually, and all of us can learn about where we can use those park stickers, right, Sue?
You betcha. We've got a guide that came out in the newsletter that showed you handicap accessible fishing piers in Dane County. One of those included our Governor Nelson State Park. So I'm just going to go through those briefly and point out some of the other places that we sure hope you get to enjoy while we are off this year. If any of you have been to one of these fishing piers, just chime in and let us know what your experience was. So our first accessible pier is called Jenny and Kyle Preserve. This is a newer one of these, and it's a fishing pond at 925 Post Road in Madison. You would go east off of Fish Hatchery onto Post Road to find this location. Our second fishing pier is Babcock County Park. This is located right in McFarland on US Highway 51. The address is 2909 US Highway 51. You really can't miss it because it's stuck between a boat landing and a camping ground right on the edge of the road. Our third accessible fishing place is a very unique. There's also a little museum there, and it's called Fish Camp County Park. So there used to be a business down there that actually harvested fish out of the lake on Lake Kegonsa. It's on the north side of Lake Kegonsa. The address is 3359 Fish Camp Road. It's designated as McFarland, but you would never think it was in McFarland. It's out in the middle of nowhere. And they have also some lovely hiking trails that may also be accessible with a little help from a buddy. So it's east off of Highway AB on the north side of Lake Kegonsa on Fish Camp Road. Our fourth one takes you out west of Madison. It's called Salmo Pond County Park. It's located at 4809 Sherbill Road in Cross Plains. Is that the one we don't have a picture of, Salmo?
Is this it? I think this is it.
No, we're still on. There we go.
Yep.
There's Salmo Park, Salmo Pond. So what you do is you, pardon me? Okay, so what you do is you head out on Highway 14 towards Cross Plains, and then you're going to go south off of Highway 14 onto Sherbill Road. It looks like they have perhaps more than one pier for you to be able to fish out there.
Yeah, right here.
Our fifth location is Stewart Lake County Park. Oh, this park is a hidden little gem on the north side of Mount Horeb. And what you're going to have to do is be in Mount Horeb on North Main Street. And then you're going to go off onto County Road JG to get there. The address is 3106 County Road JG, but they really have great signage right in the main road in Mount Horeb to get you there. This is a very interesting little lake. They dammed it up on one end, and besides fishing off the pier, you'll see a lot of children swimming out there during the summer. So there's plenty of activity. Our sixth county park is Lake Farm County Park. Now, they have made this such a huge park with camping is out in the larger area of the park, but this is right at the boat landing that they have this accessible fishing pier. So besides being able to fish, you can watch all the boaters coming and going, which is kind of fun sometimes. Maybe even ask them what was biting and what were they biting on. That's always a mystery to me. You never know what's going to work. So that address is 4286 Libby Road. And again, right at the boat launch. And our last Dane County accessible pier, you're all very familiar with, Governor Nelson State Park.
Yeah.
Of course, its address is 5140 County Road M. And we all know we get fish out of Lake Mendota. So that should be a great experience. Has anyone out there been to any of these fishing piers? Would you have any information to share with us?
I saw Jim raise his hand.
Okay, Jim.
I gotta agree with Sue that Stewart Park is just a beautiful gem, and we used to go there as Boy Scouts when I was little, so it was just gorgeous out.
I've been to Lake Farm County Park, not to fish, but to get married. So that's a, another use for the location.
My goodness. Hey, that's all right.
Awesome. Thank you, Sue. That was really awesome. I think we need to share these a little bit more because you get stuck in your fishing holes that you always go to, right?
And it's so nice to have a new place.
Mm-hmm.
And then talk to the anglers and find out what's working.
Absolutely. So on that note, since we have the places where we can go fishing, now we're going to hear from Matt, who kind of talks about tackle box must-haves. And Matt is a volunteer who's been with Fishing Has No Boundaries. And he made this really nice video for us to kind of get ourselves set up just to go fishing, some basic things that would be helpful for you.
Hi, my name is Matt and I'm excited to join the Fishing Has No Boundaries crew today. So I've been fishing all my life and even I find it intimidating or overwhelming when I walk into a sporting goods store and see the aisle upon aisle of fishing gear. So it's hard to know what to buy, when to use it, how to use it, or frankly where to even begin. My goal today is to provide a little bit of clarity and set you up with a rig that is a tried and true approach and one that's going to catch you fish in the majority of situations. So with that, to begin, of course, we're going to need a fishing pole. Now, poles come in all shapes and sizes, and really we want to stick to something middle of the road to get started. Once we have a fishing pole, we'll need to get set up with a fishing reel. Often these are sold as a set, the reel and the pole together, which really makes it simple. This is called a spinning reel. You can tell that by the open bail it has here, which allows your line to feed out as you cast. They do also make a spin cast or push button reel, which is one where you hold the button while you cast and then let go when you're ready for your bait to go out into the water. That is the most simple approach and the most commonly used type of reel. So that is my recommendation to start out. Once we have a pole and a reel, we would need to put some line on the reel. Sometimes it is sold with line on there already, which I count as a win. But if you want to buy the line separately, you can go ahead and do that. Many types of brands and kinds of fishing line out there. But what I always start out with is a 6 to 8 pound test monofilament. That is my go-to in most situations. So once we have the fishing pole, the reel, and the line, we're going to need something to put our bait on and hopefully hook the fish with. So for that, we can either use a hook or a jig. Now, this is your standard lead head jig. Again, they come in different sizes, different shapes. In most scenarios, you want to use bigger gear for bigger fish, but a little bit smaller gear is going to afford you the opportunity to catch a wider variety of fish. So this right here on the front is called the eye, and that eye is going to get cleared out of paint, and that's going to allow your line to go through and how you're going to attach it to your line. We can also use a hook, as I mentioned. However, this hook does not have much weight to it, as you can see. It's very light. And so if we are using a hook underneath a bobber or even without a bobber, we would need to use some sort of weight above the hook. This is called a split shot, which attaches to your line maybe a foot up, and that split shot is going to make sure that your hook goes down in the water column where the fish are. Once we have the hook, the sinker, or a jig, and no sinker, we can attach a bobber. Now, this here is the most common type of bobber. It's called a clip-on bobber. You can see it has a small hook. Now that hook wraps around the line, and that's what holds the bobber in place. If you cast this out into the water, your bobber is going to sit on top of the water. It floats, and your bait is going to sit down where the fish are. Once you have a bite, those fish are going to pull the bobber down, and that's going to inform you that you have a fish on. You can set the hook and reel that fish in. Now lastly, to attract the fish, of course, we need a bait. They do make all sorts of artificial baits, but I always recommend starting out with a worm or a night crawler as a tried and true approach. That's going to catch you the most fish in the most scenarios and the most type of fish, frankly. So you just put that on your hook. It'll sit in the water like so, and hopefully you'll get a fish to come by. So with that, that
Going
is
Yankee.
just about everything. Last you'll need is something to cut the line with, either scissors or a pair of fingernail clippers. Those will work as well. Know that if you are going out on your own, you will be required to buy a Wisconsin fishing license, either through a sporting goods store or the Wisconsin DNR website. But if you are fishing through the Fishing Has No Boundaries event, that license requirement is waived. Hey, it's been great talking with you today, and thank you so much for your time. I do hope you learned something, and get out there and enjoy yourself. That is what it's all about.
I learned a lot with that. I don't fish. I do this event for the last 7 or 8 years, something like that, and I've never fished.
Oh man, that's always good, bud.
It's pretty good information. So next up, I think, Sue, we've got another drawing, right? We've got a lot of these.
We sure do. We're into drawing number 3. Now this drawing is going to be, once again, for the state park sticker, the fishing identification cards, and the brochure with where those are located. Okay, who's it gonna be? All right, winner number 3, Sarah Schaefer. Sarah, we'll be contacting you. Congratulations. And next up, we're going to have a video regarding tips and tricks for fishing. And they call it fishing, not catching. So that's an important thing to know, what can work to get your best fish in the boat.
Well,
hey guys, welcome to Fishing Has No Boundaries 2021. Today what we're going to do is we're going to talk just a few minutes about what you need to get a good day of fishing in. First thing you need is a simple pole. Don't need anything very complex. Something that doesn't bind up too easy or get your line all twisted up. You'll want to have a bobber, a sinker, and a hook with a worm on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to cast out here, and we want to find out how deep our bobber goes. So what we did is we dropped our line into the water, and then we figured out when the line was actually slack, and I took about a foot out of it and reeled it up, and then we can actually see where our bobber needs to sit when we're ready to cast. So I can move my bobber. I already did this, so we'll save a little time on that. I think you guys can figure that out. And then for casting, I'm going to do a quick overhead cast. And basically, if you noticed, I basically took one nice even pass at it. And I'll show this one to you again. Is press the button, hold it, and as soon as I get about straight up, I'm going to release and let it go. We'll let the line and the weight do all of the work. And actually, we're right here at Warner Park at the new accessible docks, and you can see there's nice guardrails and there's different height rod holders. As you can see, I can just stick my rod right in here and I can just watch my bobber and kind of relax. And while I'm doing that, what I can do is I can tell you a little bit about what's in my tackle box. Might want a tackle box. You can see I have some real simple bobbers and some simple hooks, and in there a few weights. Really don't need a whole lot of things to do your fishing day. Worms are a great thing to have on there. If you're going to use live worms, please make sure you keep them cool. So cover them. You leave them out in the sun. they're not going to be very happy and they're going to die on you. And fish don't like dead worms. So make sure you keep your bait fresh and make sure they stay nice and cool. And we're going to keep an eye on our bobber here, and I'm going to pull this in just a little bit. I want to have a little bit of action. Just make sure that nothing's getting caught up. And we just pull a little bit. Looks like I got myself some weeds. Look at that, fantastic. Well, if I don't catch any fish today, I'll have a salad.
Oh.
So when we're taking our weeds off, this is perfect. Don't get flustered. Just evenly, nice and gently, pull your weeds off, pull everything loose, and you can throw it right back in the water. We don't want to leave things on the docks for other people to get hurt on, so make sure that we basically go ahead and do our nice casts, simple casts. And one of the things I want to remind you, I would like to see you in 2022, just a lot of happy smiling faces, and we'll have a great day.
Awesome. Woohoo. That's a has anybody been to the Warner Park new pier that they just put in? Not yet. I think now that, you know, we've watched this video, we should all make a point to go out there and go fishing.
They just put that pier in last year and it's very nice. And they stocked that pond too, just a hint.
What do they stock it with?
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to go with fish.
Panfish, most likely.
Yeah, hopefully good live fish ready to bite that worm, right?
There you go.
Now, I wanted actually, before Sue picks the next drawing, you see her background? That's the 2021 virtual event shirt. Did anybody get one? Jim has one.
My mailman has one. Or whoever's delivering it.
And this is the 2021 hat. Now, I know a lot of people collect these shirts and hats for being there year over year. And Jane earlier at the beginning of the video talked about Bernie, her husband, who'd helped create this chapter. Bernie had a whole collection of t-shirts. I don't know if you remember some of the pictures in the slideshow, but on our 25th year, we hung up all of the shirts from 25 years that Bernie had collected, and we put it in the tent where we all eat and listen to the band playing and have the awards ceremony. It was really cool. So if you missed that picture, stay tuned because we're going to show the slideshow again so you can see all your friends and smiling faces and have some fun memories. If anybody did want to get a 2021 virtual event t-shirt, you can contact us. We do have a few extras, figuring some people might not have been able to get a shirt or didn't remember to. So give us a holler if you still want to get one. We might have one for you. So next up, Sue. We've got our last drawing, right?
I do. Drawing number 4. And I just want to mention again, Warner Park Fishing Accessible Pier. That's a city. So I'm sorry we didn't get that on our map. All right, here we go. Drawing number 4. And this is for the mallard jersey and hat. I got to really mix them up for this last one. Here we go. I'm not looking. All right, here we go. Our last winner is Richard Moore.
Rich? Rich, is that
Moore.
you? Yay! Rich is
Yay!
here. Rich won. Your mic's off. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, say something.
I'll be a winner.
You're the winner.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Rich.
Do you like the Mallards baseball?
Yes.
Do you go to the baseball games?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
You should maybe show him a picture again. It's a real button-down shirt.
Do you want to see the picture? We'll show you what you
Yes.
won. This is what you won. We'll contact you.
He will contact you, okay? Don't worry.
Mallard. Mallard shirt. Add tab.
Yes, with cap. Yeah.
Go to Mallard.
So congratulations on that. We're going to contact all the winners with their email or however they provided their registration. And then we'll make sure that you get your things. Okay. And next up, we have some videos that volunteers and some participants sent in, just wanting to say hi because this is our second year where we have not been able to be in person and we really miss doing it in person. And so it's really nice that we got a few hellos. And then after that, we have just a little thank you for everybody who helped make this event possible as our little placeholder.
Hi, I'm Pat. I usually work in the kitchen with the Sweeney family. We prepare all the lunches for you to take out in the boat, and we prepare breakfast and your dinners when you come in. We're hoping to see you in 2022. Bye.
Madison chapter. Congratulations to Fishing Has No Boundaries Madison chapter on 25 dedicated years of service. I commend your chapter for its commitment to providing people with disabilities the opportunity to fish and spend time on our beautiful Wisconsin lakes. All over the country, Fishing Has No Boundaries has given people the opportunity to be involved in outdoor recreation. Every person and volunteer involved in the Madison chapter should be proud of their efforts they made in serving our community in this way. This positive impact in the community and the participants by the more than 300 volunteers your chapter has had over the last 25 years is immeasurable. Again, congratulations on this important milestone. If I can ever be of service to you in any way, please do not hesitate to reach out. Sincerely, Tammy Baldwin, United States Senator. So this letter is for all of the volunteers to know how valuable you are to your community. And to all the participants who have come and shared the day. Are you ready? Hoorah!
One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Hoorah! And it makes that much a better day. Thank you all, and thank you for the wonderful time that I've had with you today.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you to our prayers and Rachel for showing up today. And here's a little bit of extra good news. The food line is open. And the band is going to play.
Everybody
has a good day.
I like fishing with no boundaries. My name is Bill Davidson, and I like to fish with no boundaries because I think it's a lot of fun, and I would like a t-shirt.
Smile! 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 Look over here. So tell me about your experience today.
You'll get there. He's bashful.
Oh, I am too.
Well, then spit it out, boy.
Did you catch something?
Yes, I did. I caught
Five that you kept.
5 that I kept.
5 fish that you caught, but you caught more than that.
Yep.
How many more than that did you throw back?
About a dozen?
About a dozen.
Wow. Wow. Did you catch some big ones?
Oh yeah, he had some nice walleyes. They've got to be 18. No. Rose, get over here.
Hi, my name is Haynes Smith. I've been doing Fishing with Boundaries for about 7 years now. I'm really looking forward to catch big fish with our guide Tony, and I also like helping Jane and the rest of the volunteers at the fish fry.
Hi everybody, this is Mike
and Diane
Freeze. We've been Fishing Has No Boundaries volunteers for over 20 years, volunteering in lots of different areas. I want to say we miss you all, and we look forward to seeing everybody in 2022.
Hey everyone, my name's Kimber. I'm usually in the kitchen, or I wear many different hats during the event. I truly do miss seeing every single one of you guys this year, and I can't wait to see you guys in 2022. So make sure that you stay healthy and have a safe year, and we'll see you in 2022. So mark your calendars.
Hi everyone, my name is Jess. I volunteer in the kitchen at Fishing Has No Boundaries. I just wanted to say that I've missed you all the past couple of summers. I'm really looking forward to getting back to normal, and I'm excited to see you in 2022.
Hey everyone, looking forward to seeing you for Fishing Has No Boundaries in 2022.
Yay!
Hey, it's Kristen. I'm in the kitchen. I've really missed seeing you guys the last few years. Cannot wait till 2022.
So that was just a little hello from everybody. Of course, there's many, many more people that are involved in this organization, but just a few. So this is kind of the end of the show, but we are going to re-show the Peter Lighty video and song. So if you want to sing along with that, you're welcome to. And then as I promised, I'll show you that slideshow again, which is 30 minutes long. So if you want to hang on until 11:40-ish, you are very welcome to stay on to watch all the pictures and see some smiling memories from years past. So who's ready for Peter Lighty's song again? Sing and dance?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. Here we go.
Hey everybody, Peter Lighty here on beautiful Lake Monona. I got a little Fishing Has No Boundaries song I'd like to share with you. I borrowed the tune from a very familiar sitcom from the 60s, you all know it. The Andy Griffith Show. Remember this? You know the song. That's actually a song that's got a title, The Fishing Hole, and it's got words to it. I'm gonna sing other words that have to do with this event. But it's when Andy and Opie are walking down to go fishing, and like, how great is that? So this song goes like this. We're here in the land of cheese where fishing has no boundaries. Winter, spring, summer, fall, fishing is for all. When you head out, make your first cast. Is that a rainbow trout or perhaps a smallmouth bass? Just get some bait and grab your pole and meet me at the fishing hole. Above us, see the sky and trees. There are no boundaries. We're here in the land of cheese where fishing has no boundaries. Winter, spring, summer, fall, yeah, fishing is for all.
Thank you everybody for coming. Mark your calendars for next year. July 9th and 10th, 2022 should be our event date, but watch your mail because as always, we do send out the newsletter with the date and ways for you to register next year. That usually goes out early 2022, so it's going to be a little time, but we will be back in person and we really want to be.
I'd also like to take a moment to thank everybody that helped make this video possible and all the participants that showed up and everything that we're going to be doing for next year. So we look forward to seeing you next year.
All right, if you want to stay on for pictures, you're welcome to. But this is the end of our show. So thank you for coming and we really look forward to seeing you in person again. And thanks for all your hard work.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Stay tuned. Technical difficulties.
yeah.
Somebody sang the Peter Lighty song. Da, 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 da.
You didn't watch the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
There you go, sir.
Yes. Shut there.
Thanks, Sue.
That was really well done, guys.
It was great to see many
Well
faces
done.
this year.
Safe travel.